Shalom, 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 Israel. The Bob from the Swords in Yahweh Shah, giving our honor and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. It's going to be a relatively quick lesson. It's going to be a lesson on 1 Timothy 5 and 8. Right? We all should know that the book of 1 Timothy was wrote to Timothy in one of the churches of God, which was a church of Ephesus, right? So that's the church Timothy was at. A lot of brothers and sisters will use First Timothy, right? First Timothy 5 and 8. Salakia. Salakia. 5 and 8 to say, well, man, if a man can't provide, then he's worse than an infidel. And what we got to understand is, man, we have to stop using this against brothers. A brother might be falling on hard times, might lose his job, can't find work, something bad might happen, or where a brother, maybe for a point in time, that he can't provide, certain resources, and a sister will use this verse, on this man to say, well, you worship the infidel. And that's not what this is going into, brothers and sisters. We have to stop using this. Like, this is reading comprehension. I used to think the same thing. I used to send this out. Well, man, if man ain't providing it, you worship the infidel. How can you be worshiping the infidel when you're keeping the commandments? You're not an infidel, bro. If you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments in the faith of Yahweh Shem Shah, how can you ever become an infidel? This got to be talking about something else, right? So we're gonna start at verse 2. They say the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters with all purity. So this is something that's going on in the church of God, which Timothy was at, right? The elder women will be considered mothers, and the younger women will be considered as sisters, right? In all sincerity, it say honor widows that are widows indeed, right? So First Timothy, you get the context from verse 2, but you really get it at verse 3, right? It say, but if any widow have children, right, or nephews, let them first learn first to show pity at home and to requite their parents, for is that good and acceptable God. So if a widow has children or nephews, right, they will have to take care of the mothers or take care of the parents that are widows. So just in case, for example, my mother, right? God bless her soul. Rest in peace. I love you. Rest in peace to my mom, man. If my mom ever became a widow, right, it's my responsibility to take care of her. I'm gonna read this again. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show pity at home, and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable for God. So my mom or my dad or anybody in my family, or a woman that becomes a widow, it's my duty, right, as a man of God, to take care of her. It's not talking about I'm married to my wife and I can't pay the bills right now. That's not what this talking about, brothers and sisters. It say, now she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusteth in Yahweh, and continue in supplications and prayer night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Hey, a widow is gonna be mourning, man. A widow always gonna be humble, mourning, praying to the Most High, day and night. Hey, some widows might be dealing with a certain type of pleasure, right? But in this case, widows supposed to be mourning, right? Or we can even get another translation, right? So it say, take care of any widow who has no one else to take care of her. But if she has children or grandchildren, the first responsibility is to show godliness at home and to repay their parents by taking care of them. This is something that pleases God. Now, when a true widow, a woman who is truly alone in the world, has placed her hope in God, she prays night and day, asking God for His help, right? But the widow who lives only for pleasure is spiritually dead, even while she lives, right? Just want somebody to help her, want a man to help her, so she can just get her rocks off. No, this is talking about a widow that's sincerely crying out for help. It said, give these instructions to the church so that no one will be open to criticism. But those who don't take care of their relatives, especially those in their own house, have denied the true faith. Such people are worse than unbelievers. Right? This is talking about taking care of widows, talking about taking care of your parents, man. It's not talking about if a man don't have no money right now, he can't pay the phone bill, or he can't pay, he ain't got enough money to pay the rent. He kind of short on the rent, or he just lost his job a week ago, and brother kind of having a hard time finding another one, and he ain't got enough money to pay the bills, or he an infidel. No, man. And Yahweh will deal with y'all, man. Whoever uses this verse out of context, Yahweh Shimei Shah is gonna deal with you, man. Straight up. So that's not what this is going into. This is going into taking care of your parents who are widows. This chapter, 1 Timothy 5 and 8 to verse 9, is going into taking care of widows. Come on now. Reading is fundamental. Right? Let's get Revelations 1 and 3, man. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Right? Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Hey, blessed is he that readeth. Right? Let's get the book of Acts. Right? Acts 17 and 11. It say, these were more noble than those at Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. They ain't just believe because a man telling them this what it is. No, they went into the scriptures and see if those things were so, man. Let's get Acts 8, man. Blessed is he that readeth, man. You gotta read. Right, it say this book of Acts chapter 8 verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the book of the prophet Isaiah, which is Isaiah, and said, understand that thou readest? And he said, how can I accept how can I then accept some man to guide me? And he desired Philip that he should come up and sit with him. Right? So this man couldn't understand what he was reading. Hey, he needed help. So some brothers and sisters might be reading a lot, hey, but you don't fully understand that thing. Hey, somebody gotta come help you to teach you, right? They said in Hebrews 5 and 12, a man ought to be a teacher. He has to be taught, man. So it's what we gotta be reading, but not only reading, we gotta understand what we're reading. We gotta understand context. So once again, 1 Timothy 5 and 8 is talking about taking care of your parents that are widows, taking care of your parents, man, taking care of widows. It's not talking about if the man ain't got enough money to pay the rent, or the man ain't got a job right now, he's struggling. It's madness, man. But I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shimei Shah, by Shem Rakakadash. Stay in the spirit, stay girded, Israel. We're almost at the end. All praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shemel Shah Shalom?